Hey, girl. Yeah.
Hello, yeah.
Girl, so what's new with you? What's new with you? What's new with you?
Well, I have been spending the Labor Day holiday doing stuff around the house, being domestic, sewing some things, cooking some food.
Bought any new gems recently? Any new rocks? Any new stalactites or stalagmites? Or
Okay, so true story.
dear listeners, I want to preface this with I don't ask about this until we get here, so I do not know what is
True
going on.
story.
Go on.
True story.
Uh-huh.
True story. My other half
Uh-huh. Mr. Maim.
has been his attention has been shifted. And,
Uh-oh.
and so he's cheating on gemstones right now.
Star Trek
Um,
memorabilia?
no, he's cheating on no. He started getting into like vases.
God damn
As,
it. They're
specifically,
so much bigger than rocks.
yeah. So like we I feel like I don't know, every month or so there's like a new one showing up in
Is
parts
that
of
like
the
the
house.
Franklin Mint?
Kind of. Like it's really funny. And every time he gets one, it's like there's a story behind it that justifies why he got it. And so
The
yeah,
story is he's got disposable income. Go on.
I know that's all it is. But it's just funny because he likes to make things obviously unlike the gems, right? These serve a function.
Do
So,
they?
well, just hear me out. So, unlike the gems, right? These have to serve a function. So, we started having more and more plants, kind of like all around, like the
Oh,
parts of
God,
the
you're
house.
allergic to everything.
I know. But bless him. So, it has encouraged him to buy flowers more, which I really like flowers
Okay,
around the
yes.
house.
Yes.
But then on it was like 3 days ago, I think it was. He said, "Well, I went ahead and caved in and got two more." And I was like, "I'm sorry, what? What are you saying right now? Like, I don't understand any of the things that you're saying." So yeah, so we haven't gotten any gemstones in the last little bit because we've been getting vases.
So when you say vase, because you're using vase, um, are we talking scale wise? A,
Bigger,
B,
more like B.
bigger than B though? Are we talking?
Sometimes.
Oh, no. What are they made? Are they like glass? Are they
No, they're
pottery?
like they're like these like I'll take a picture. They're beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
I'm
They're
sure they
beautiful because
are. I'm sure.
he has good taste.
I'm
But
sure that we'll know, but I'm sure.
oh my God, you're never gonna be allowed in our house again.
Well, I
If
haven't
he
gone
ever,
it the first time, so
if he ever listens to this particular episode, he is
well,
going to his wig will fall off.
so all I know are gemstones, vases, and random Egyptian stuff and Star Wars. This does not sound like good taste make yet, but maybe it is.
They're in separate rooms.
It's like Girls Will Be Girls, where they each have a themed room, and there's the bicentennial room that's red, white, and blue. Oh my god! Oh my
I mean,
god! I'm
technically.
flailing! I'm flailing! I'm flailing!
I can't. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But the answer is yes. Everything you just said. Yes, all of it. So that's how my life's been. How's your life been? Oh, okay, like that. That's nice.
I'm sorry, girl. I did not mean to say that your husband had no taste. So what?
I just thought it was amazing. Like it came out of your mouth so effortlessly,
Oh
so
God.
effortlessly that I was like, oh,
Oh.
okay.
So what room's yours?
The sewing room. The sewing room / my office / my
The cat shit room.
Dash it for slash. Wow, this makes our house seem like I can imagine how. No, I mean technically the room across the hall from the sewing room, right? It's a mutual room because that's
Okay.
like got the gym stuff in it, and it's got the star. Oh, this. Okay, never mind. The sewing room. Well, this episode just took a weird turn. A very weird turn. I wasn't prepared for this.
Maim.
Yeah, yep.
Speaking of maniacal laughter,
Yeah.
did you know that we have a Patreon?
Oh, do we?
We do. Maybe we can raise you enough money to get you another room in your house if you go to patreon.com. Brewer, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my weak heart. Hey,
Like
Maim.
I have this feeling like, dear listeners, I actually like my house.
Oh no, and I'm being a shit. Like
Yes, he's just doing it. He's just doing what he does. Right.
I am.
But I could see how it might be misconstrued in a certain.
Look, I'll be
light.
honest with you. All of the counter space is filled with my knickknacks.
Patty whack, give a dog a bone.
Knickknacks. I have knickknacks all over the fucking place.
What kind of when have you become a knick-knack person?
Girl, I am my mother's child.
Oh no.
Not quite that bad.
Oh, okay.
And the walls are reserved for my husband. So
I love that you said that, and of course, no one else in the entire world understood that reference. But I was like,
So I want to show you while we're talking. I want to show you the vase that I bought recently.
ooh. Oh, okay. So you say vase. Okay.
I say vase. Well, because vase is grandiose and crystal. This is a little tiny vase.
Hi.
I got it from San Diego. It's
pretty.
It is. It was painted by a Mexican, Javier Servin.
Javi vases.
Javi Vases. Anyway.
Yeah, the marketing's right there.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
Yes, actually, we just finished recording it.
It's called Baking Sugar, dear listeners. It's a oh my God, Designing Women podcast.
What?
Because my brain just went vases everywhere. I just picture. Do you remember?
Not
do you
like
remember in
everywhere
Juno
like
where
that.
she throws up in the vase?
Oh, boy.
That movie did a lot for anti-abortion people. Anyway, hey, Maim, did you know that we have merchandise?
What?
If you go to Mims, dear listeners, if you go to mimsmaim.com, you can purchase some merchandise, and maybe we can buy Maim an outhouse.
In-house, outhouse.
It'll have an alligator in it, but whatever.
It will actually. I mean, it's very likely.
And the first hurricane that comes through, that shit will be flying everywhere.
If at minimum, it's going to have iguanas inside of it. At minimum.
Oh, iguanas are so cute.
Girl, we have iguanas here the size of dogs.
I know.
They're not all nice iguanas.
I know, but what are they going to eat?
I mean, they can bite you.
I bite back. I hope they know
Oh
that.
wow, that's right. We're starting to approach winter, aren't we?
Yeah,
so it's gonna
iguana
be
falling season.
yeah. Oh boy, my next door neighbor actually, she had one last year.
Mm-hmm.
She ended up having to prune her trees a bit because they were loving her particular trees, and she came out with her dog who's all of 5 pounds. And this was just like sleeping in her yard, and she was not thrilled.
I mean, they're vegetarian. What do they go? Well, they eat
I know,
insects,
but when you think about like an iguana that's literally like 3 feet long, and you have a 5-pound teacup dog, like it's your brain, even though they're not necessarily like carnivores, like you can't help but be like freaked out a little bit. Like her little dog is literally like that.
You know what I'm more scared of than iguanas? Geese.
Oh, do you guys have the Egyptian geese up there? Because we have them down here, and they're really beautiful, but their
I don't
eyes
know.
are
Is it something your husband has in the house?
Lord.
I didn't hear you
I
say
don't,
no.
and we don't have any Egyptian geese in the house.
P-T-I-A-N-G-E-E. Ooh, what are you? Ooh.
I don't know if they make it all the way up there or not.
No, they. Oh! Girl. That?
Oh wait, yeah.
Do you see that eye?
No, I know. That's what I was saying before. When you started searching, I was like, they have these eyes that are very frightening.
Yes. Thank you for that.
So just for like point of reference, across from the back of my house, there's like a easement, and at this time of year they start gathering because it's getting cold higher up, and imagine about 40 of those at night when you're shining like your headlight trying to walk the dogs.
Do you have flamingos in your yard ever?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
They don't make it here. Yeah, they don't make it. They stay. They're a little bit further south.
This is season 2, episode 8, Dead Heat. If we don't get started, we never will.
We're not. It's true. I mean, we.
So we're at a restaurant. We're at a restaurant.
Yeah.
And Mr. Roper's in a mob.
Girl, when I was sawing Mr. Roper, I was so happy.
He is very good at this.
Yeah.
He is very good at being mob.
We were talking about earlier. I was like, it's weird when comedians are really good at being dramatic. And he is. I wasn't prepared for this.
And he's upset and in trouble.
Why is he so upset?
Well, but there's somebody lost a lot of money on a horse race.
Oh boy!
Especially, it's somebody from Vegas lost the money.
It's all that gambling,
and it's Bowen and his damn vet are causing all the trouble. Bowen and his damn vet.
Jeez Louise.
Well, now we're at the racetrack. And we find out the vet's name is Mike. And Bowen owns the track.
Oh, okay.
What? We're already... Mr. Roper, I'm just going to call him Mr. Roper. His name is Vince in this. I'm going to call him Mr. Roper throughout this entire thing.
It's fine. I felt like going and putting on a caftan when I saw him. I was like, oh.
We find out that the vet put $20,000 on the $20K on a horse that was 20-1. This happened the same time last year, and people at Mr. Roper's in Vegas, because Mr. Roper's a bookie, in Vegas lost a lot of money because they actually bet on who was supposed to win, and it feels like they're being fixed.
Whoa.
It's being fixed. And Bowen's like, there's no way it's being fixed. It's not being fixed.
That's usually a sign that it's being fixed.
Yeah, Mr. Roper leaves, and the vet turns to Bowen and is like, hey, should we not do this? And Bowen's like, it's too late now. We just keep doing what we're doing.
We're just gonna push on forward, y'all.
We're just gonna push on forward. Push on forward. Well, JB's here, and she's wandering around the racetrack, just like she pulls up with a cabbie with the Chicago Cubs hat on, and he's talking Chicago accent. I think we're in California. I'm not exactly sure where we are.
You can never guess it by the literal what do you call them? Like the cabbies are always going to sound like New York cabbies. Yeah. Every time.
So JB's looking for someone. She's looking for someone, and she finds her niece Tracy, who is a total Kristen Wiig type. Did you see it? She looked like a really young Kristen Wiig to me.
I thought a combination of Kristen Wiig and what's the other one? The lesbian on there on SNL?
Kate McKinnon?
Yeah, I thought she was like a combo of those two, personally.
Well, we find out that Tracy's a jockey.
Hi, Tracy.
And then we meet Vicky. Vicky's a southern miss. Here, I'll talk like this if you like it like this.
Hey, Vicky.
Yeah.
Do you need a lozenge?
No, I'm good.
Oh, okay. Just want to make sure. All right, cool. Thanks.
And Vicky's husband, Carlos, is a jockey as well.
Oh, hi, Carlos. How are you?
Well, we're at the stables, and Carlos is not doing too hot.
Oh, no. What's wrong?
He's sick. He's very, 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 very sick.
Carlos.
And Bowen is talking to him, and he says, Anchors Away has to win. I'm going to deport your ass back to Panama, Carlos.
Whoa.
That's
not very nice.
No, it's not, is it?
It's kind
It's really, really not.
It's kind of racist, really.
So, Vicky and Tracy show up with JB. And he's like, Carlos like, I'm fine. I'm getting ready to race. I'm fine. Everybody's like, no, you're obviously not fine. You're doppled over in this bright pink outfit, getting ready to like shit or throw up. We aren't sure which, but you're definitely in pain.
Maybe both.
So Vicky takes him to the infirmary. Tracy's going to ride that horse.
Why do you have to say it like that?
What? She's going to ride that horse.
I think it's
Real
cool
hard.
to see, it's cool to see Lady Jockey, right? Like, I thought that was neat.
A lady jockey.
Lady Jockey.
A Mrs. Jockey.
Mrs.
I wore those underwear once.
Jockeys?
No, I've never actually worn jockey underwear. Have you? Did
Did
they make men's underwear?
Jockey?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, remember there was
No.
some well no, can I finish what I'm saying? There
Try.
was some athlete in the 80s that was like their spokesperson for a very long time.
Milton Berle.
No, I said an athlete in
Could
the
you
80s.
imagine Milton Berle selling underwear? I wear jockeys.
Everything you say, it's ruining it. Every word out of your mouth.
Love my jockeys.
Jeez, please.
Buy it for my wife, wear it myself. Jockeys.
I can never think about what says I always think about Milton Berle and RuPaul during the VMAs that year, and it just was such a strange moment, like in history, that I don't think we'll ever have a moment like that again.
Well, you saw RuPaul won an Emmy again, right?
Number 7.
Yep. And you
Number
heard who
7.
she thanked?
Oh no, I hear she thanked.
Arsenio Hall.
What?
Yeah, he was the first person to get her on television and got her in the union.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm kind of speechless. right
Yeah,
now.
good job, Arsenio.
I would have never thought of Arsenio Hall as being an ally of any kind.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember the Arsenio Hall show, and
Uh-huh.
you know, he could be a little, extra, But wow, that's really great.
Yeah.
Thanking Arsenio. Wow, I literally that's really quite cool. Actually,
I mean, you kind of would have thought it may have been David Letterman, but
well, it's so funny because I guess like in hindsight, I'm trying to remember. I just remember RuPaul being on MTV. I don't remember.
was it MTV or VH1? I thought it was VH1.
No. The video was on MTV first.
Oh, right.
Then VH1 gave him the talk show. Back when they were still trying to be music adjacent. Sort of.
Do we even know what VH1 is? Did we ever? It used to be the easy listening version of MTV.
It was.
Which
It
is
was
what I loved it. I loved all the Celine Dion you could get on VH1.
What do you call it? It was like
Light 102.9, girl. It was like Light 102.9.
it really was. Like, and it was good.
It was.
I think that I just don't.
They used to put Lisa Loeb Stay on a loop, girl.
Oh, but it was worth it, right?
I love that is still one of my favorite songs of all time.
It was worth it.
You know who she's married to, right?
Lisa Loeb?
Uh-huh.
No.
Dweezil Zappa.
What?
Yeah.
Tweezle, Zappa. Holy crap.
So JB's at the box.
Oh, hey, JB.
But Bowen says you can go sit in my box. Just tell him to go up there. Just tell him that you're the tenant to go there. And we meet Christine and Cliff.
My favorite.
Are betters. They have... Christine believes in symbols. Cliff believes in science. And, like, they both have crazy-ass things, ways to bet, etc.
Perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
Vicky's here. Hey, Chris. Hey, Cliffs. Kiss, kiss.
Hi, Vicky. Nice to... Are you okay? You sound a little like you got something in your throat.
Well, Carlos had to have his stomach pumped.
Oh gosh. Well, that's terrible.
And don't worry, Bowen usually stays in the paddock for this. He won't be appearing in the seats, so everything will be okay.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's actually well. Thanks for telling us.
Well, I need to go and make a bed. I really like Frost Boy.
Oh, okay. Well, you just got here.
I'm gonna go put a bed on Frost Boy.
Okay, that sounds nice, but you just
Frost Boy. Nope, no more of those. So she leaves. My voice is going to run out.
The well ran dry.
So she leaves, and there's an announcement. Frost Boy has been scratched. Frost Boy has been scratched.
Oh no.
Well, we're at the betting stands.
Okay.
And Mr. Roper is being kicked out.
Whoa, do you know? Somebody call Mrs. Roper. This should not be happening.
I would have paid money for Mrs. Roper to show up and go all Karen on him.
Me too. Bless that woman.
Oh, goodness. It's true. It's true. So the race has begun.
Oh! Let's cheer for the horse race. Oh, wow.
And they're off. And things are happening. Things are happening. That Vicky wins.
Things. Oh, my
Tracy wins. Tracy wins. Not Vicky. My God. Not Vicky. Tracy.
Yay.
So they go down to the paddock to see her. And we find out from the dude with the... We find out his name later is Cookie.
Hello, Cookie.
Cookie. That Mr. Bowen is passed out.
What?
So JB and Vicky go to check it out. JB pulls him aside. It's like, Mr. Bowen, he's dead. He's got horse tranquilizer in his heart.
Ooh. Is anybody else uncomfortable? Ooh.
I mean, no. Enter Detective Lieutenant Misko or something like that. I'd listened to his name 4 different times in 4 different parts of this, and I could not get it right. Like, it is Mishko or Mississippi or Missouri.
It's not that important. Or it's not as important. He's not as important as
Sciatica. Maybe it's Sciatica. Maybe it's Lieutenant
Mr. Sciatica.
Detective Lieutenant Sciatica.
Oh man, that would be gosh, if I was a drag king, that would be it.
You just come out with your back all hunched over and in pain. I miss the sciatica.
Like my it's kind of like the old school like Peg Leg Jones that used to tap dance.
Yeah.
Right. I would somehow have to do my drag without actually moving my left leg because of the sciatica. And my entire routine would be from a numb leg.
Oh, I've got a very important question for you.
Yes.
Do you have your booster scheduled yet?
No.
Okay, you need to do that, girl.
I'll do that after this podcast.
Good. Walgreens and CVS both have them now everywhere.
Okie dokie.
I've got mine scheduled tomorrow at 10:30.
I'm so happy that you care about my health like that.
Oh, well, I feel like somebody has to nag you to do it. Look, I've talked to so many friends, they did not even know it was available yet. Like, how?
Oh, no, I told my mom. She got super excited about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, she was very excited.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow. I still have, girl, Speaking of vaccines, I got the monkeypox vaccine.
Still hurts?
It doesn't hurt, but I still have that little. But I was one of the last people to get it in the fat, not the skin on the arm, but in the fat. I still have a little bump back there.
Wait a minute. What are you saying right now? What about the fat? What?
So there are two ways to get it. Okay.
Okay.
Subcutaneous and subdermal. Okay.
Okay.
What that means is they either put it under the layer of fat at the back behind your arm. Okay.
Okay.
Or under the layer of skin on your forearm. Okay.
Okay.
So they started at the very beginning doing subcutaneous. Okay.
Okay.
Subcutaneous has fewer skin side effects, for lack of a better term.
Okay.
But it did leave what's called a wheal, which is basically a welt in the back of your arm. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't hurt or anything, but it is a bump. You can feel it. Okay. And it's normal. It goes away in about a month.
Got it.
The subdermal one we put on your forearm. That's how they're doing it now because it requires a lot less. And this is how they used to do smallpox vaccines anyway. They put it up underneath the skin, just right underneath the skin.
Uh-huh.
It's known for causing a lot of itching for the first 24 hours to 48 hours.
Okay.
You can't scratch it because then you'll remove the vaccine.
Okay.
And people who have been getting this one have reported anywhere between quarter and egg size bumps coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, and they've lasted for anywhere between a week and a month. The longest are 2 months.
Got it. Understood.
Yeah. But it prevents the monkeypox.
Okay.
And if smallpox ever gets out again, hey, Russia, we'll at least be protected from that.
Sometimes I have to figure out why I can't sleep at night, and then I remember my relationship with you.
That's exactly right. Anyway, so JB goes in and explains everything that she sees, that she saw about this body, and she's like, Mr. Bowen was obviously going for his coat, which was hung up here. It's probably got a gun in it. She felt something heavy in it. You can see that along with the hay and like the scratch marks inside the wall, he tried to crawl and stand up, and like he couldn't get to his gun to protect himself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they find the gun. Like, while this is going on, they find the gun, and it was the vet's gun that was used.
Wow.
Or, sorry, they haven't found the gun yet, but they know it was the vet's gun that was used, right?
Okay.
Who else is going to have a horse drink? So, during this point, Tracy is talking to one of the, like, I don't know who these people are. Maybe they're police. Maybe they're, like, the gaming commission. About the race being fixed. And the person from the commission's like, I don't want to talk about this in front of everybody. Can you please come to our office and discuss?
All right. Sensible. That's sensible.
No, you should call a damn lawyer, but whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that part too. But I mean, it's this world of racing. So
well, they found the gun.
Oh.
Just in the bushes.
Oh.
So we're at the police now.
Bushes.
And the vet was like, it wasn't me. It absolutely was not me. I have a bunch of witnesses that were like, I don't know their names, but I was everywhere. And you could see people saw me everywhere. So ask for them, and they'll tell you I was there. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about. I was definitely doing my job. What were you doing? Is that not the impression you got about him?
No, it was, but I was giggling because that was a beautiful interpretation of that moment.
Thank you. I expect my Schlosker soon.
Honey, look under your seat.
No. Let me tell you why I am pissed at Canada's Drag Race.
Oh. I was wondering when that would come.
Do you know why I'm pissed? No, I'm fine. She's gone. I'm fine. Veronica's gone. That's fine. She did not deserve to be there after that lip sync. But doesn't it feel like we were somehow... We did not get the Kimmy, Lady Boom Boom lip sync that everybody wanted.
I agree.
Like
I agree with that.
I mean, or Lady Boom Boom in the fucking ball, like.
I agree with that too.
Oh,
We were robbed of Lady Boom Boom excellence. I agree.
yes, and I will.
What?
I.
Hmm?
It pains me
Yes. What?
that Jada's one look was so good that it made up for the other two.
That is the worst compliment I've ever heard you make.
Am I
Wow.
wrong?
That is the worst compliment I've ever heard you make.
Like her Don King.
That's the worst. You just you will not.
There's one reason I won't. There's one reason I won't. Do you know what that one reason is?
Because she doesn't deserve it.
There are two reasons I won't. There are two reasons I won't. Do you know what they are?
What are they?
Well, she doesn't deserve it. And her makeup is trash. Like, absolute trash.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I don't think that it's trash. I don't know.
If you ever went out in public looking like that, I would smack you.
But we're different kinds of drag. Don't listen to me. I'm just trying to be pragmatic here.
Girl, I have seen lots of poor black drag queens in my day. And every single one of them knew how to paint.
No, they can beat their face. Like, they really can.
They go to the Walgreens, they buy some Milani, and they beat their face.
Yes, Milani.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
I mean, I will say I used to use their copper as a highlight. That shit's good for that price.
Oh yeah,
I stand that company. That shit is good. Do you remember when what's her doodle? Oh God, what's her name?
I don't know. This is going on in your brain.
David Bowie's wife,
Iman.
She had that makeup line for a hot second.
Oh, so good. It was so good. It pains. I mean, you can still get it. You can have to go on her website for it.
Okay.
But because it's still very popular in Europe. She's like the Fenty of Europe.
Yep.
But it was actually quite good. And for people of color especially, there really wasn't. Like, everybody's talking about Rihanna, and I love Fenty. But I have to protest. Iman did it first. Mm-hmm. And the only difference was that her line caters specifically to women of color. It didn't have the whole range. Mm-hmm. But, she didn't think she needed to do a whole range because the rest of the population was doing just fine. Mm-hmm. So it was I remember when the death nail came and I went over to the Walgreens and it was on clearance and I was like, nah. Oh, it's bitter, girl. Bitter.
Do you remember, God, speaking of Iman, just one more second. Do you remember her, Rosie O'Donnell, the Ask Iman little segments? It does not matter what you think because I am Iman. Yes. This has been another edition of Ask Iman. Yes.
She was so good.
She was. Good. God. Well, we're at a bar. Mm-hmm. And it's JB and Tracy. Mm-hmm. And we find out that the Racing Commission has suspended Tracy.
Oh, no. Why?
Oh, sorry. I had to. Because she pending fixing. Like pending if they found out that she fixed the race. Okay.
Oh, geez.
We also find out that Anchors wasn't drugged.
That's really good. I
had to figure out what the word Anchors was first. I was like, is that what Archer? Who's Archer? Oh, damn it, Archer.
Lord.
But there is something weird that happened.
What? What is it?
Bowen gave specific instructions to Tracy on how to handle Anchors.
Oh.
Basically, he said that you're going to hold back and then you're going to go, which is weird because Anchors is a speed horse who would usually like go from the very beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's literally like the opposite of what she should have done.
Opposite of what she did. Yes.
Interesting. But maybe because remember they were talking about it had like 3 more weeks to train him. So maybe.
No. She said this is something inherent in the horse. This is nothing to do with training.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's awkward.
Isn't it though? So we're at the stables, and JB is talking to Cookie, the horse handler.
Hello, Cookie.
And we find out that the security man, Mr. Anchors, had put $500 on Anchors Ahoy. Anchors Ahoy? Anchors Away. I think Anchors Away.
I think it's Anchors Away.
I think it's Anchors Ahoy, but Anchors Away makes more sense.
Yes.
I think because I kept on writing it throughout, I kept on having to change it. I think it's Anchors Ahoy. Whatever. We'll just call them Anchors.
Anchors.
Anchors. Anchors. Girl, we need to broadcast horse racing. Oh my God! Look, number 14, Sparkle, Mr. Sparkles.
Corn cob's coming out. Corn cob,
girl. I think corn cob. No way, Fatback's now in the lead.
Here comes Mr. Butters, y'all.
Mr. Butters.
I knew he was going to do it. I knew it.
Girl, Mauve Rocket's coming up from behind.
Oh, Lord,
Mauve Rocket.
Oh, watch out for Mauve Rocket, honey. It's going to be a killer.
It's going to be a killer. Girl, Mr. Butters is down.
Oh, Lord. He fell over Corn Cob.
They're both just going to have to be destroyed. Oh, well. Nobody won. We all lost today.
Oh, man.
So we're out at the trailer now, and JB's talking with Vicky and Carlos. And Carlos is all better and working out with the world's lightest aluminum weight. But the stagehand sprayed him down with some mister.
Mm-hmm. He was glowing.
Well, we find out that the test for drugs was negative, and the tattoo on Anchor's lip matched the list, right?
Oh, okay.
So there couldn't be a, what does the word ringer put in?
Jesus.
Carlos thinks Tracy poisoned him.
What?
So we're at the stables, and JB checks Anchor's ID versus the piece of paper, and it matches, right?
Okay.
And we find out that Anchors really likes carrots.
Oh.
Mr. Phillips shows up with Cookies there too. Mr. Phillips shows up and JB's like, you couldn't have made that bet later because you wouldn't have had time to get your bet in before this race. So you knew it was fixed before, the race even started.
Oh, that's not what he took.
So he walks away. Cookie gives JB a carrot. She bites into it, and then the horse sneaks it off camera. Whatever. Silliness.
Silly horse stuff.
Silly horse stuff.
We just turned into Paul Lynde for some reason. Why do we?
I saw that. Oh, my God. Uncle Hytha. Oh, my God. That's the only thing I kept thinking about when she kept talking about her Arthur. It's Uncle Arthur. Oh, God. Well, we're at the restaurant. Mr. Roper steps outside, and there's a car that pulls up.
What?
Mr. Roper's obliged to get inside.
Oh, no. What's happening?
He meets a person from Vegas, and the person from Vegas is like, well, now that he's dead, you have to find out how it was done.
What?
So we're at a bar, that same bar, and JB and Tracy are talking Tracy's dad. Apparently Tracy got Tracy, there's a phone call for you at the blue phone.
Oh.
At the blue phone.
Oh, I have to go find the blue phone. Where's the blue phone at?
Yes,
It's the green phone. No, that's not right.
Yes, the blue phone. God. So JB and Tracy talk her dad down. I don't know how Tracy's exactly related to JB, but she is as a niece.
Well, we remember from like 2 episodes ago now,
Okay,
right?
I'm remembering.
The dynamic of that whole thing has changed because remember she had a nephew, and the nephew was like, that wasn't even like a relative. It was like a family friend, a child of a family friend.
Right.
So like apparently like all of Frank and her extended friends all call her Aunt Jess.
Gotcha.
So I think that she's in the same boat, at least based on the last name, I guess, because we've not heard that last name before.
It's true. I don't even remember what the last name was. So we're at the stables again. And JB is talking to the lieutenant. She's like, I've got an idea. Why don't you come with me to the infirmary?
Oh, okay. Let's do
so
this.
They go to the
Yeah.
infirmary, and we find out that Carlos was drugged.
Oh, no.
He was drugged. Lots of drugs.
Not drugs.
JB thinks Carlos may have snuck out while the nurse, who you should never mess with,
No.
was watching TV and was maybe distracted. And she comes back around like, no, ma'am. I do my job, and I do not pay attention to the races. And if I make my bets, I do it before this starts. Thank you very much.
It was a very Cicely Tyson moment. It was.
You're giving this woman a lot of credit.
It was a very Cicely Tyson moment. She was like, oh, no, ma'am.
Oh, by the way, did you know now that both Lady Gaga and Adele are just a Tony away from an EGOT?
What did Lady Gaga win an Emmy for?
She's won Emmys before.
Oh, wait. Oh, Adele won an Emmy?
Adele won an Emmy.
What?
She beat Dave Chappelle.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that by the time we turn 50, Adele and Lady Gaga will be EGOTs?
Let me make sure. I thought she had an Emmy. Hold on.
Because that makes me hot under the collar.
You got me. I thought she was just a...
I'm sure there's like a Gaga EGOT tracker.
No, she just... I thought she had 4 nominations.
There are people that are tracking.
No, she has 4 nominations. She didn't win. I thought she won an Emmy. Adele's closer to an EGOT than Lady Gaga.
That is gross. That is gross.
So what I think that Lady Gaga and Adele just need to do a one night only to get a Tony.
You remember people used to get those special event Tonys. Oh my god. I need that to happen. I need it. Let's see. Oh, you're right. Yeah, so it says here this biggest stars who have almost got an EGOT. So there's like a whole tracker with them.
Okay.
So, Cher's in there.
Yeah. She's missing Tony, right?
It's all Tony. It's all these Tonys. Yeah.
I think RuPaul is only missing did she get a Grammy? So RuPaul. I think RuPaul.
No, I know. RuPaul is actually the
RuPaul
last
Charles.
year he like won. He is now
Tony.
like the no. Last year he became like the like most awarded single performance Emmy in history.
Oh wow!
Like non-production and all of that stuff. Yeah, like RuPaul became literally the most like achieved person, which I was just like, heck yeah.
Yeah,
like,
good for her.
Literally, I was like, oh my gosh, that's kind of...
That Cable Ace Award means something, girl. That Cable Ace Award means something.
I always think about that that Saturday Night Live where Roseanne Barr was hosting in the 80s and she ended up stabbing Tom Arnold with her Cable Ace Award. I'll never forget that.
I don't know this.
It was a skit. There was a skit they did, and at the end, like she gets so mad at Tom Arnold that she literally stabbed him with her Cable Ace Award.
Jesus Christ!
I can still it's burned.
I will have to find this. So we find out that Carlos was too sick to leave, and like he could not have done anything.
Okay, so he couldn't have snuck. I thought for sure he had snuck out because he is a jockey.
So JB leaves the thing, gets into a cab, and she's kidnapped.
By who?
Well, we're at the restaurant, and Mr. Roper kidnapped her.
Whoa. Mrs. Roper is going to be so mad about this.
He is very grossly eating some lobster. Like,
he is playing this part up.
He is, and I am here for it. And he's like, well, what do you know, JB? What do you know about any of this? She's like, nothing. I don't know anything. Well, he finds out while this is all going on, Tracy was brought in for questioning because the chlorohydrates were found in her locker.
Oh, no, she really did do it.
She does. She maybe did. Well, we're at the races, and JB's like, she's talking to Lieutenant, who, rather than actually bet, he keeps a log in his little thing and goes back and forth with what's going on.
Very smart.
And she's like, none of this makes sense, so I need to go to the source. So she goes to the farm.
Okay.
As they're searching for this farm, this cabbie is very annoyed. And she's like, you take a right at a big oak tree. And as they're coming up to a big oak tree, Mr. Roper's car comes flying out and nearly hits him.
Whoa. Who's driving, Mrs. Roper? Can't. I'm losing it.
So, we're at the stable, and Anchors Ahoy doesn't like carrots.
That's weird. We just watched
Pavlov's carrots.
We just watched him eat the carrots earlier. He loved them.
Well, the vet comes in. He's been beaten real up, a lot. And he's got a shotgun, and he's threatening JB. He explains that the horses are tattooed in South America, that Carlos knew about all this, and he was going to be sent back to Panama. And he's like, in order to protect this, you got to go, JB. I'm going to kill you. So he releases Black Beauty to come and attack her. And there's some wonderful screenshots of a horse going, ah! JB in some hay.
Girl, you know how I feel about when it's her stunt double. I live for these moments. And that one part where she literally has her entire face covered because she can't not show her face in that scene because it's the way it's shot.
Yeah,
I was living. I especially, me, I every time I know there's a stunt double moment, I start slowing it down. And there's a moment just before she hits the hay where the stunt double has just this terrible wig on, and they have their back to the camera. And I was like, guys, you didn't even try. You didn't even try to get a good wig on this person.
Well, the lieutenant enters. It takes her back, and he's like, do you want to go with me back to anywhere, or do you want me to drop you off somewhere? And she's like, no, you can drop me off. So they chit-chat for a minute. And then it clicks, and JB's like, yes, I would like to go talk to Vicky with you.
But the doctor, it's got to be the doctor that did everything, right?
So they go to Vicky's. And the lieutenant's questioning Carlos like, I didn't do it. And JB's like, no, you didn't, but we all know who did. Vicky, do you still have that Frost Boy ticket? Yeah, I do. I didn't return it yet. I didn't get my money back yet. So she takes out a purse that has Frost Boy ticket. She's like, here it is. Well, dear, there's no way you could have gotten that ticket. He was scrapped less than a minute after you left. So.
Oh.
And then she's like, I did it all for Carlos. He was going to be sent back, and I couldn't let that happen. I'm sorry, baby doll. I love you so much. Kiss, kiss.
Oh.
So we fast forward. She's taken in. We fast forward. Tracy was let go. Tracy is now a jockey. She's getting to ride Fish Fry. And Christine is very upset, is very interested because Jessica's a Pisces.
Okay.
Tracy's a Pisces.
Oh my gosh.
And they're riding Fish Fry.
They're riding it together? I knew that would get you. That was I remember her last name now because I was surprised that they didn't say something about it because of the whole Pisces thing. It's because her last name is McGill.
Oh, McGill, that's right.
And I was surprised because I thought it was going to be Jessica's a Pisces, Tracy's last name is McGill, Gill's like a fish, but then the lady was like, she's a Pisces too. I was like, oh, I thought the Gill thing would have been more of a reference point. But yeah, it's McGill.
Did you enjoy this episode, man?
Yes, yeah, of course I did. Yes. Getting to watch Mr. Roper be a badass
It's true.
gangster.
It's so good.
I bet he was so excited by this part. Like,
it's true.
He got lobster out of it. Like,
oh my God, on-set lobster, so gross. Jesus Christ. Fucking lobster's been sitting there for hours.
That poor craft services person is just like, can I turn off the burner yet? Not yet. It's not warm enough for Mr. Roper. He needs it fresh.
Well, Maim.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you so I can get this done and then go eat something?
Apparently, you're sure. Great. Hello, dear listeners. It's I, your favorite relation, Auntie Maim. You can find me on various places. On the internet, you can find me at auntie_maim on Instagram, at Maim Ministry on Twitter, Maim spelled M-A-I-M. You can find me in real life hosting the amazing Colossal Karaoke Show in Miami Beach every Thursday night. It's a karaoke/cabaret hybrid show. You can find me doing improvised comedy at the Villain Theater in Miami, which you can find out about at villaintheater.com for tickets and information. I think that's it. How about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me on Twitter at Divine Miss Mims. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have Patreon?
I heard that rumor before.
Dear listeners, for our poor podcast host living with gems and vases.
You're just talking about me.
In a small drag room with cat shit in it.
Once again, you're still just talking about me.
Please, let's support them with half of your donation. The other half goes to me. It's not even a donation. Anyway, you can go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim, throw us some money. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that your husband has a problem? Did you know?
Yes, I did.
Do we have another podcast?
I did, actually, yeah.
It's called Baking Sugar. Dear listeners, it's a Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have merchandise?
I knew that, too.
Dear listeners, every piece of merchandise helps raise a drag queen out of living with vases and gems surrounding them.
I hope he never listens to this episode.
Episode 2. He's gonna be so mad at me.
I hope we never get to this episode, and just in general.
Does he like Murder, She Wrote?
I mean, sometimes he'll listen to our things just for fun, because he does think that we're funny together when we talk. Like he does think that we're entertaining.
Hopefully, he's not. Is he easily offended?
Nah. Oh wait. Nah.
Maim, I promise that if I come to your house, I just want to immediately laugh.
I mean, just yeah. That's gonna be a lot.
Oh, I'm staying in a hotel. You know that, right?
Oh, I already know, dear.
Okay, good.
I know that you're not staying in our house. I know that.
Last time the cat hair, it got me.
Well, how could it get you? There, you have cat yourself.
I don't sleep with the cats.
But the cats aren't going to sleep with you. They sleep in my room.
I don't. You had more than one.
I have two.
I have a.
They both sleep in the room with me.
I'm not. For some reason, I'm not allergic to this cat. I'm not. I don't know why.
Maybe it's hypoallergenic.
It's not. He's got lots of hair and dander.
Oh, maybe it's just you're used to it.
Oh, one quick thing. My friends, have you tried a litter robot yet?
Yes.
Do you like it?
I love it. The cats don't like it.
Oh, okay.
So we have a litter robot. It's in the other room, just taking up dust. We're gonna next time we go through a new cycle of cats, we'll just start them on it.
Okay. Gotcha.
I just think my cats were too old when we got it, even though they weren't like elderly, but they're just set in their ways. So
gotcha.
They were just peeing on it. So yeah.
Well, I'll say goodnight, babe.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just gonna start spiraling in a second. Good night, May.
Bye, y'all.